This is it. This is the colour. I've not washed it out, but I'm happy. I think it's purple. Come to think of it, I was trying to go with pink, but I think purple is a new favourite of mine. Oh, and here's a Mustang. Oh, I can't find my strap. I think it's downstairs. So here's a song to go with the video, and I don't like how bright that is because you can't really even appreciate how nice a colour it is. For £5.47 or for free if you're like me and you rob people, especially Asda. Thanks, mugs. They've earned far too much money off the backs of young families trying to make their way in established members of the community, and they're suffering, and we cannot stand for that. Ooh, how good these look. Obviously I haven't washed it out yet, but it will be that colour because it went on to bleached hair, not natural virgin hair. Yeah. Anyway. Whoa. Does that work? It doesn't work. I'm not actually that blind. Jesus. Who are they for? Why don't I? Oh yeah. Sleeping granddad. Right. I won't tell you again. Where's the... Turn off your life support. Right, now for an atmospheric stupid extension file thing appearing on my feed. Clogging up the screen. Won't go away. There, it's gone now. Right. This song is called What the Hell Have I? And it's about Xipa Totec, the Mayan deity or Aztec deity who used to skin his victims and wear them inside out. When he re-emerged from his slumber once a month, a bit like a woman's cycle, but for some deluded, crazy man who lives in the centre of the jungle, in the middle part of the American continents, a bit in between, somewhere in Mexico, Rio, somewhere in South America anyway. That's where this idea came from for this song, but I can't make it sound like that because I don't really have their tone or their sound. But the original version, they get lots of world instruments and lots of sitar sounds and gongs, but the riff itself, you cannot help but hear the spookiness. It's spelled X-I-P-A, Xipa, and then Totec spelled T-O-T-E-C-H. It's where my fascination with Lane Staley came from. I'm a very tolerant person, but I go on experience. Like, I grew up in a very blue-collar neighbourhood to make it applicable to American parts of the world, so I didn't understand why we didn't have more people who from different countries in my country. So it was just a solid slab of white chocolate everywhere I went. So naturally I was curious when I saw other people who were like me, but they didn't have my skin colour. So that's where that emerges from. It made me curious. So I've pursued Alice in Chains because he seemed to produce a lot of very hard-hitting, good vocal impact, and he wore a lot of jewelry, a bit like you see in like Kanye West videos, and there's like Snoop Dogg, whatever these people wear. And I liked all the attitude, but I didn't like how they looked. And that's just my problem. That's not your problem. I'm not going to go on about it, but you're not going to change my opinion on that. I like Lane Staley because he can do that, but he still, looks like most people who you just find in your neighbourhood if you're from England or America or parts of Germany and Denmark. That's kind of as much as I really pay attention to, because if I stray outside that, I feel like I'm hurting people's feelings. Is that so wrong? Is that why I dyed my hair purple? Is that any relevant? Oh, I don't know. I don't really care anymore, so here we go. Are you ready? Let's use a guitar that's in tune, shall we? Okay. I'm gonna go with this, baby. Right. Which one's clearer? 1, 2, 1, 2. Or neither. a lot of big bugs in Central America. Eat your face. Gotta find my Jackaroni. Jack's Ready Meals. Supplying a musical trade with frozen ready meals since the beginning of the Tesco franchise. That's pretty true as well. That's the saddest part about it. I didn't even think about what I was saying. That is how ascended I am. I was chilling on a cloud with Buddha the other day. I said, I don't need sex. I don't need a wife. And he's like, yeah, get back down to the ground. Alright. But that's why I don't take drugs anymore. And I'm not taking that video down of me messing around with my old paraphernalia, because it's a lesson. This is what Angel Fire is. It's me watching myself back to see what mistakes I make, so I don't have to repeat anything twice, because I hate doing that, and I don't regret a thing in my life. So that's why I leave videos up. Everyone should be the same, no matter what you like or what you think. You should be happy with what you are and not try to be anyone other than you, unless you pull it off better than the person that you're emulating. Then by all means try it out. You might go far. Right. Why is that doing that? We'll soon find out. That's why. Why is there so much feedback on that? I'll pick up stuff, so maybe that's the reason. Because I've got this in the other way, I reckon. Doesn't need to be that hissy. Maybe the gain's too high. Let's take the gain down. That's better. Let's take that bass right off because it's middle of the night. So I won't be singing. I'm just going to do a bit of spoken vocal so you can see if it works with the guitar for tomorrow's gig, with my dad on lead electric and me on bass, my right-handed bass, and yeah, I'm going to come along if you're watching this and you actually are an Angel Fire fan. I've never met one, but yeah, if you got the means to get there, it's in a Swaveling working man's club in Southampton, next to the big Burger King and McDonald's down the road, so you can get a bite to eat and a nice lager beer while you're there if you drink. But me, I just like that apple juice. Right. Moving forward. Yeah, no, it's not gonna cut it. I'm sorry about this. Straight as an arrow. Thanks. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hold it like that. So I found a new way of playing guitar. Instead of this, I've got sitting on the scratch plate. It makes so much more sense. And I'm playing in standard E these days instead of drop B madness, drop D madness. I can still play those songs, just got to transpose it. But I don't like playing keyboard because that's not live sound. Most keyboards are just digital sounds with no real actual percussion going on. This is still an original instrument. I won't get into that now because it's a different argument with different crowds, probably, because the title of this video is about hair dye. Won't you believe it, it's just my love. 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 No recess. No recess. No recess. Won't you believe it, it's just my love. 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 No recess. No recess. No recess. You're in high school again. 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 No recess. No recess. No recess. No recess. No recess. So this is my favourite guitar anyway, so yeah, I'll be seeing this one. If I'm ever allowed to play guitar live, which very rarely comes up, they normally kick me off stage. Because they don't like my attitude, and that's fair. Because I wouldn't like me if I wasn't me. But it's just me, I'm just a team. I just be. Ah! Oh. Like I say, I have the athletic ability of a infant deer. Bambi. See you later, noob.